All right.
What's
it's
that?
the rundown. It's brought to you by Roman. Roman swipes are clinically proven way to last longer in bed. What is it, December 2nd?
Yeah.
December 2nd. They're effective, easy to use, and fast acting, but don't require a prescription. Roman can ship swipes to you in a discreet, unmarked packaging. Each swipe packet is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it. Swipes are great. They will not transfer you to partners, so you can last longer without worrying. They're super easy to use. Just take the swipes out of the packet, swipe it on, let it dry, and you're good to go. That's it. When you go to getroman.com/rundown, you get your first set of wipes for just $5 when you choose the monthly plan. Go to getroman.com/rundown. Obviously, on the telephone set.
You realize we got him in a pickle?
And how so?
Because today would be the day if Michigan had won, he would start with college football. And
Either
if
way,
the
you're a
Patriots
loser.
had won,
Well,
he'd
I'm
start
starting
You're
with
in a
the
pickle.
telephone. We're on
You're
the
in a
telephone
pickle. Oh,
set.
yeah,
Clearly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Good call.
Clearly.
Good
Because
call.
it's
You have
described
to.
this situation.
I mean,
here,
it's
you
a
know?
Telephone day.
It's a telephone
Cyber
day.
Monday.
Most important
Starts
news
at
of the day.
7.
Telephone day.
We have
It's what everyone's talking about.
very, very exciting, I would say, scenario contest that I have no idea how it's going to go. White Sox Dave, we have the pitching machine set up. Every $10,000 worth of merchandise that we sell, he gets a pitch. He throws a pitch. The aggregate, that's the average of his total speed, will become the number. We have tiers. So, like, if he averages above 90, private plane home. If he
By himself, Ric Flair.
Yes.
Which, I mean, that's out the window.
Well,
he
he
said
could
he
just
could
be a
throw
hero.
Average 90? No.
Kevin, he could be a hero.
If he averages below 60, he has to take an Uber and change Ubers every 20
Now,
miles.
that
By the
part,
way, that's like
so
almost impossible.
Well,
like we're gonna like leave this kid stranded in the middle of like
Kevin,
nowhere.
this is-
well,
so
no,
when
you
I-
got to map it out.
when
Yeah.
I first
20 miles on the highway is like 2 seconds.
Well,
when
you may
this
not be able to get on the highway.
When this idea popped in my head and I started mapping this out, my initial idea was he has to take an Uber an hour west till he gets back to Chicago. So an hour west, get out, an hour west.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 Ubers.
Yeah.
Dave, I think it's called the little artist, what is it, when you can do the
Creative freedom? Liberties?
free
Yeah.
liberties. I came in this morning, he's like, just blogged it, and I looked, 20 miles.
Oh,
That's like 50 Ubers.
This
Yeah.
was brought to my attention that it was 5 miles originally, so I thought I was doing
Oh,
Dave
that's
a favor.
crazy. No, when
I know.
I-
I was
when
like,
I-
I'll fix this. I'll make it legitimate.
When I threw it to the production team, I was like, an hour west. So it's like 10, 12 Ubers.
By the way,
20
none of
miles.
it's really good. Like the train is 19 hours.
Train
No,
is
train's no fun.
brutal.
The bus is
no
brutal.
fun.
Spirit is brutal. By the way,
Yeah.
if he does the Spirit, we got to get him on the last Spirit because they only do 2 Spirit flights to Chicago a day. And if you have the last one and you miss it, you're just fucked.
I think there's the jump is from 75 to 80. I think is first class, and then 70 to 75 is like Spirit. Like it drops.
Can you pull up the actual and read the actual
It's
tiers?
going to be.
Now,
And then
Dave
Jared,
also
the
is
Jared
like-
element.
Dave
is
was
great.
also like, I didn't even know this was a thing. Like when
Yeah,
he showed
which
up.
is not true because I explained the
So
entire
yeah,
thing.
Jared,
2
for
weeks
every
ago.
40 we throw, Jared gets a pitch. Any pitch that beats Dave's average at the end of the thing
knocks him down.
a
So
whole
if
team,
Jared
yeah.
gets 5 pitches and every single
the-
one is better than White Sox Dave's, White Sox Dave is walking.
So 85 plus is a private jet. That's probably not happening. 80 to 84 is first class.
He could do
75
that.
to 79 is coach. 70 to 74 is Spirit. So he's going to be somewhere between 70 and
He's
79.
got to stay above 70.
He's got to stay above 70, and then he's got to hope that Jared
Jared
can
doesn't
get
do anything.
above
Right,
70.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's
a
where. So
very-
Jared was. It was very quietly, like Jared was speaking, not the Rocket, where he was like, "I'm gonna throw like mid 70."
It's very interesting. It's one of the contests. In the blog that I wrote, I have no idea what to
No
expect.
idea.
That's
No
the
idea.
pageantry of it all.
No idea.
And obviously, per usual, you can call us, say, hey, Dave, and I just say bye, 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 and then you go on your merry way. So 7 o'clock, we're one of the first people, the telethon for profit. NFL, Pats looked horrible last night. Man, they almost got that onside kick, which would have been the greatest Houdini act of all time. But the biggest story in my mind, and I'm not worried about the Patriots.
The
Let's
Hell's
get that.
Bell video you made?
No, I don't care about I'm not worried about the Patriots. I don't get worried. I'll worry when that game eliminates them from the playoffs. Well, fine, we go into Baltimore. They'll probably still lose, but I'm not worried. I love Brady's quotes after the game. He's like, "We're still 10-2. The season hasn't even begun." and it hasn't.
Yeah, but that's all well and good. The main thing that was a
You're
difference
gonna
maker
talk?
last night.
You're gonna talk?
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears
Oh,
won.
Kevin Clancy, who last week on this show already had a win for the Jets, where I was like, did I just hear you already pencil the New York Jets into a win?
You never get confident with the Jets. Losing to the Houston Texans when they pull a Halloween stunt is a bad sign.
I mean, the Texans are horrible.
That
We
did-
usually
oh
don't.
my
That
God.
usually, though,
if you
Letterman
if you
jacket-
had not disappeared last night, you would have been throwing a fucking party already talking about the SWAT team.
No,
The
no,
Letterman
I thought it was a
jacket
joke.
game,
I
all
laughed.
that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, no, I
So
don't,
when they lose, they
but that
lose home
doesn't
field
matter. It's not
advantage
about
on a game where the
Patriots.
Texans are
They
playing
did
Halloween.
this last year. It's like, oh, Patriots lost home field advantage. We got to go Kansas City. Can't beat Kansas City. Guess what? When it beat Kansas City. What
When
we're
the
seeing
offense
now.
is as bad as they are, and you're losing games where other teams are playing Halloween, that's a bad sign.
Kevin, I'm surprised. You've made two mistakes that I thought you had grown out of.
I'm just saying, yeah.
One of them being like
You
giving the
ordinarily-
Jets credit, and then being
Yeah.
like, oh, Patriots, this is different. They don't look. Trust me, it's.
What happens
we're
if
not
they
even
lose
close.
to the Chiefs on Sunday?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
No.
When does it matter?
When they're out of the play, when they
Like,
lose in the
when-
playoffs.
So, as just like a sports fan, not like a Patriots fan, but as like a sports fan, when you see that the offense is bad,
Yeah, it's bad right
it doesn't matter though.
Not for the Patriots. Other teams, it can certainly.
Like when I saw that's the most punts in the league: Bears, Jets, Patriots.
You know,
it's like, what?
That's, you don't want to
That's
be
a-
in conversation with us.
Period.
Well, I'm getting dragged down. You were going back in time. This is a time warp. Like, what's that song? Time Warp? It's a famous song.
Time warp.
Everyone knows time warp.
Time warp.
Let's
Time-
do the time warp
Time.
again.
No,
boy.
that's Meatloaf.
Let's
The
do
time
the
warp?
time
Is it the
warp
time
again.
warp?
There's a song
Let's do the. I think
That
it's the
doesn't
time
sound like a
hop.
very famous.
song by the Rocky Horror Show.
Yeah, time hop.
Let's do the time. Is that the
Famous.
lyric?
Is it warp or
It's
hop?
astounding. Time is fleeting.
Let's do the time warp again.
It's Meatloaf.
Yeah. That's
Warp?
the lyrics.
Famous
Famous
song.
song.
Famous song.
Famous song.
It's not a famous song.
No, it's a famous song.
Absolutely, it is. And we're going back in time, and you guys are making the same
like-
mistakes.
It's,
No, I'm not. I'm never
You
gonna
think
count
the-
them out until it's over. I'm just saying.
thanks,
No, I'm
Kevin.
definitely-
Thanks, guys.
but
newsflash,
but
we're not
they're
counting out the Pats.
But they're
Thanks.
playing like it's not usually because
They
the
didn't play
Patriots
well
are
last
playing
year.
bad.
Yeah, no, they played bad last year.
I'm just
Not
wondering.
like where the offense looked like.
This is a team that hates their coach. The Patriots are dead.
No,
every
that's
year.
like the Max Kellermans. Like they're objectively Tom Brady and the offense are not playing
but,
well.
but, they
That's
were,
different.
but their defense was like objectively bad last year at a point.
But it's never been Brady in the offense. That's the problem.
Well, they scored three. They couldn't score in the Super Bowl last year.
Question.
I mean, in the one game, I'm saying for this season, the offense just hasn't been that good.
It hasn't been good this year.
Right.
It will
That's,
be.
And that
It'll be
just
good
that
enough.
feels different.
It'll be good enough.
question.
Right. It probably will be.
I agree with you.
Did the
Anyone who's-
0-11 Bengals beat the Jets after Kevin gave them an automatic win? Yes, they
Yes,
did.
they
Was it ever close? No, it wasn't.
No, it
Was it my mortal lock? Yes, it was.
Never have
You
any
answered all my
confidence in the New York
questions.
Jets.
That was all your question.
All my questions. That was all my questions.
I mean, this guy had Sam Darnold in the Hall of Fame last week.
I for once had confidence you would beat
They
an
didn't
0-11
score a
team. They
touchdown.
didn't. They're not good. They're a bad football team.
Yeah, well, very different. Very different.
The Jets
song
are
than
the
you were
first
singing
team
last
ever.
weekend at
They
this
gave
time.
they gave the Dolphins 0-7 Dolphins the 0-11 Bengals their first win of the season.
Only team to ever lose to two teams 0-7 or worse in one season.
I was in a really
Terrible.
bad mood, and I was watching that game like this. Like,
I feel like the only reason you even made that bet was because we said that on the rundown.
No, well, it
you
started
went,
getting
you
in my
went
head.
all
Correct.
in on the
No,
idea
no,
simply because I, for
Well,
once, was like, you know what?
I
I think
already
that Sam
had-
Darnold could probably beat an 0-11 team.
Well, it's
That's
like I looked at the board.
I guess I was crazy enough to think that you could beat an 0-11 team, Sam. Crazy.
I looked at
crazy
the
me.
board, and I'm like, oh, yeah, the Bengals stink. The Jets are playing good.
That's
They'll
how it's gonna
obviously
go.
beat them. Then I heard you be like, fast forwarding, be like, win, win. Like, what?
Yeah.
We're talking about the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Bears are back.
Yeah.
The Jets and the Patriots. Bad offensive teams.
College football. Oof. Michigan. I mean, yeah. I mean, I will look like I'll never wear the clothing the right way because they're never going to beat Ohio State because
Ever.
they suck.
Ever.
Harbaugh, fire him, fire Don Brown. And I know what people are saying. Are you going to get anything better than Harbaugh? Probably not, but guess what? I'd rather be 0-10 going into that game than like 9-2 and like sit down on the stream and have Pete not be able to work the TVs and have a meltdown.
Here's your moment to shine, Hank.
I can't hear this on the fucking gamecast, man.
Is it a turnover?
No, I mean, it's. You got the person. Second and 6, Mullen OSU 9.
This is bullshit.
Shea Patterson run for a loss of 3 yards to Ohio State 12.
Love that.
3rd and 9.
Fuck! What the fuck, Pete? So this is it.
Oh no.
What?
Somebody fumbled the snap.
That was the play.
Robert Landers.
Whose ball?
OSU recovered.
Let's go! Let's go!
I'm leaving.
Let's go! Come on.
How the fuck is
I wish I could have fucking saw it. I wish I could see it with my fucking eyes
I have it on
and not
Twitter.
on a fucking Gamecast.
Yeah.
Hey,
On
what's
Twitter.
the Gamecast saying?
On Checkmax
I have
Twitter.
not seen anything on game.
I'm leaving.
Gamecast is dumb late.
I'm leaving. This is bullshit. Someone tell fucking all business Pete he's fired.
Yep.
Wisconsin looked good.
They did. I was on the wrong side of that one. I asked Pete today. It's the first time I saw him. I was so mad at him. The timing of that was
Oh,
Oh, isn't that almost better though?
what did he say?
no.
That you like,
I
if you had
wa-
to sit there that whole game and just
'Cause
Big
you-
Ev's
let me guess
staring
what
in
he
your
said.
face the whole time.
Let me guess
I'd
what he
rather be
said.
able to
Well,
leave
do you want to
early.
hear how I phrased the question?
All right, I'll answer it as Pete does.
I phrase it this way. I've been in 9 gazillion sports bars in my life and watched 9 gazillion games all at once. I've never had the feed cut. Not once. Why does it cut here?
Well, you guys wanted DirecTV.
That was not his answer.
That usually is his answer.
He blamed it. He
yeah,
blamed it on sales. He's like, we do more. It's like we have to be able to put graphics, so it's more complicated.
He does the DirecTV thing with me all the time. Like, I asked for something ridiculous for a sports company to be able to watch NFL games on Sunday. Is an insane ask.
What would the graphics and shit like? You weren't doing that. You were just running the game, right? You were just
I don't
airing
know.
the
I mean,
game.
I was
It
so
happens
mad.
all the time.
I said, fix the fucking TVs, all caps. He said, working on it.
He went hell's bells.
And then I just said, fuck you. And that was the last time we talked.
How many times has Pete been fired now? It's got to be like 3, right?
I mean, I was in a blind rage.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
You
I knew the
had a
game
very big bet on Michigan.
huge, and to find out you lost one of the bigger bets you've ever placed in your life from Jack
update.
Mack in the back,
Oh.
who just came from the clouds and be like,
By the way.
fumble, Jack Mack in the back. That's not how you do it.
No.
You ask people, do you want the
That's
update?
what I said. Yeah, we just did advisors. Did you see this new trend? Fucking loud as shit. Did you see this new trend on Twitter? Someone tweeted like, make sure that you ask your friends
Yes,
if they're
if
in
you're
the
in a
right
headspace,
headspace.
yeah.
Jack Mack didn't ask for consent.
No, Jack Mack in the back, just like, oh,
He just crushed
uh-oh,
you.
fumble, and that was the
And-
game.
And
That was
Bi-
it. I knew that was the game.
And having to be next to Big Ev.
Big Ev's just like,
Ohio State Big
He-
Ev is
Let's
the...
go!
You know what the problem is?
Let's
Is
go!
Ohio State Big Ev.
let's go!
He takes his like Yankees-ness
like
and
sauce
brings it
came
to
out.
his Ohio State-ness,
It's the
and it's
worst.
this
Let's
perfect
go!
storm.
I
And then
like-
they're a good team, so you're fucked.
I've said
all he
this.
does.
I like Big Ev. Ohio State Big Ev is the douchiest dude we've ever met. Like, he puts on his
yeah, he's
Letterman
shocked.
jacket,
Just with his Timberland boots, his backwards black hat, and he goes, let's go!
book eyes by a trillion.
Let's go!
And he's fine with everything that's happened at that university.
Yeah,
Looks
totally.
right past the institutional
He's
chaos.
fine with that.
He co-signs the
It's a
institutional
new
chaos.
day.
Quick shout out.
Would you at this point co-sign a little institutional chaos if you could win?
Yeah, you would cheat to win.
Yeah, you definitely would.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Would you
wouldn't-
like sign Urban Meyer?
No, I wouldn't do
And
what
have to
Ohio,
be an
like,
Urban Meyer guy.
I'm not like a domestic abuse guy. But if we're just gonna like cheat and grades and shit, yeah. I don't want to like the
What if it
crimes
was
they
Urban
commit
Meyer?
against women.
What if
no,
you
I
had
don't want
to-
Urban.
Yeah, you do.
But what if
No.
it was like you were going to win a championship?
No.
Return to
No,
glory,
because
but you got to
it
back
all
Urban.
comes out. It's
We
not
returned
worth.
glory
It's
from
not
like
all
70
worth.
years
Like
ago.
he has like killers and stuff. Like Aaron Hernandez is like Urban Meyer.
But he wins.
Yeah, no,
3
he
titles.
wins.
That's what you got to do.
Let's go! That's all. It's just like that. His reaction when he saw the fumble, his mouth. I was so mad, so mad.
It was a
And
tough
then-
weekend
and
for
then
Dave. That doesn't
Minnesota-
happen very often.
Oh, Kevin.
Between the money and both teams,
He sent me a text on Saturday saying he might have to flee the country.
we're bad, huh?
It was a
We're-
balls
we're
on the
in deep,
weekend.
huh?
It was a balls on the weekend table.
Not
the
But now-
his own death.
Now, no, I'm doing it right. I'm taking a step back, getting some fresh air, and breathe it in because you got to gamble responsibly. That's the key. PointsBet gambling
man.
segment is brought to you by PointsBet Sportsbook. If you're in New Jersey or Iowa, you get 100 in bonus bets just by signing up with code Barstool and depositing $10. Terms and conditions apply. Must be New Jersey or Iowa to bet. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. This is a tale as old as time. So fist fight, 2 ladies in the supermarket. One lady accused the other of too many items in the express
do that.
lane.
Well, it's an easy situation. Like, add them up, though. Someone's
Yeah.
right and someone's wrong.
Yeah. I actually think you got it. This is one of my dad's pet peeves. I think there should be like a challenge flag. Like you can throw a flag on somebody, and then, if you're right, the person should be who's
Like,
trying to
sent
sneak
to jail.
like a 3-hour like waiting room.
No,
like
they
a
have
penalty.
to. They have to go like put all their items back hand by hand and then reshop.
One at a time. You have
Yes.
to bring one item up,
Every
buy it,
single
go back.
bag,
One item
yes,
up, buy it.
yes.
It's like White Sox, they've Ubering home.
Yes.
One at a time.
It's bullshit.
but
That's bullshit.
but what if you're wrong on the challenge flag?
Then, yeah,
then
I mean,
then you have to pay for their groceries.
I feel like you're not even allowed in the fucking grocery store because that holds everybody up. The whole
Yeah.
point is the express line. If you're going to throw the flag and inconvenience everyone, you better fucking.
you can eyeball it though.
I-
If it's anywhere close, if it's between 10 and 20, like you'll eyeball more.
Well, usually, to be honest, I think the express lane should be like even if you have like 15, that's a lot.
15 is pushing
Express
it.
should be like 5.
Yeah.
Like you're just
Well,
trying
but
to
you
get
should
a
be able to
gallon
do it
of
with
but
your
I mean,
nose.
the express lanes say it. Some's like 15, some's 10, some's 8.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I think, like, if you're doing more than 15, that's like a whole
But if it's a
grocery
20
thing.
express lane, you play within the rules. I actually think there should just be, like, I like my penalty ball. It's like whoever's wrong, it's like you're 3 hours sitting there. And you can't check
Can't
out
even
for
leave.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I like, by the way.
Maybe you have to sit in a box, like right in that,
Yeah,
where
right.
like all the
Where
seltzer
everyone
is.
can
and
see.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everything should be self-checkout.
I don't trust self-checkout.
Why not?
Every time I do it, I feel like it takes longer because you'll like
That's what I mean.
scan and then
That's
it won't,
the thing, though.
and then you
It's
gotta
almost
put
like
it down.
you're in control of your own destiny. If you're quick with it, you can go.
Yeah.
What about these Amazon places where you just show up and like they scan your eyeball and then you just pick something off and then they charge
Oh,
you?
yeah,
later?
I've seen those.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not from the movies?
No, they have
No,
those.
I think they have
They're
them
like
like
new.
Oregon or something.
I'll attend my CVS. Sorry, Buddha Ben. And once he left, I started going back there.
Oh wow!
right.
I know.
Man, I've been just doing the right thing. No one's looking. He's
Yeah,
left.
he'll
be back soon.
There'll be a fight there
He'll
because
be back soon.
Oh, definitely. CVS, there's they don't tell you which side the express lane starts from, and lines start forming, and that's an eyeball, like who's up next.
Yeah. Fun little story about Buddha Ben. Roan keeps sending him work.
I know. I know.
Does he do it?
No, he's
Okay,
like,
he
he'll
just like-
be like, hey, can you book this hotel real quick? And he'd be like, dude, I
yeah,
don't have
I
the
know
card.
that our band Pup Punk, they always like, hey, we got to practice, book the room. And I think he's actually tried to a couple. He's like, I don't have the card anymore. Conor McGregor signed up for a fight. He's fighting the Cowboy Cerrone or whatever. I just put in this big story everyone talking about. I could care less. Like, I don't care.
Why? Because it's
Well,
watched.
if he wins, I care.
The Cowboy's not great. Robbie's making his way. Cowboy's not great.
If he wins, I care. But
Cow-
he hasn't won in a
Cow-
long time.
Is he? I thought, didn't he lose
many-
his last fight?
He did lose his last
All
fight,
right,
but
well, there we
Cowboy's
go.
one of those guys that like could knock anybody out on any day.
But let me tell
Robbie-
you this, Robbie, in the fight game, I don't get excited about two guys coming off losses.
Yeah. How many? When was the last time Conor McGregor won a UFC match?
November 2016.
That's tough. That's tough.
God damn.
That's a really
I mean,
long.
Conor's
He's
an
only had
electric
one since
salesman.
then.
I know, but still, that. If you don't fight in the fight game, I count it as losses. It's like when Floyd Mayweather just basically
ducks everybody, yeah.
Pacquiao for 5
I
years.
mean, everyone says Conor like
What-
lost
what's-
it or whatever. It's like he lost to a combined 78-0. So he didn't really lose anything. He couldn't beat one guy.
Khabib was 2016.
No, Habib.
The
Oh,
Habib was
wait, that's
recent.
the one win. Yeah, my bad.
What? So winner of this gets what?
We don't
Khabib
really
and
know.
Rights?
I think the winner of this might get Masvidal because Conor
Oh,
wants
yeah,
Masvidal.
he'll fuck anyone up.
This fight's in Masvidal's weight class. I think Conor's trying to prove that he's big enough for him.
Oh, that's
Masvidal will
interesting.
kick his ass.
Do you remember when I said they should fight? And didn't I say that? And people like
You said Masvidal and Habib should fight,
and people attacked me.
which that would still be a great fight.
Yeah, that's the fight I want to see.
Yeah, I think everyone would want to see that, but I don't think that'll happen. Habib's not interested.
Why?
Habib's a weirdo with like he wants like 2 more fights and then he wants to retire.
So who does he want to fight?
He wants to fight Tony
Those
Ferguson.
guys-
They just booked that fight. That's April 18th in Brooklyn. And they've tried. That's the 5th time they've booked that. It got canceled 4 times in
Who's
a
he
row.
fighting?
Tony Ferguson, who's also on a 12-fight win streak.
Can
in
you
that
have a
division.
worse name as a fighter?
Yeah,
Like,
you get a stage name or
Tony
something,
Ferguson
dude.
is
He's-
like
he's
a,
a
he's
horrible
like a
person.
he's
Tony
like a
Ferguson.
forward.
he's like a
Sounds like
230
your
center
neighbor.
fielder.
No,
230 average.
I actually think I have
a-
like a University of Pittsburgh forward.
Forward. I was thinking like
Like
a
garbage
San Diego
time.
Padres
Yeah.
light hitting, fast center
I have like
fielder.
a big guy.
Tony Ferguson.
Cleans up the backboard. You don't want him going to the
I can
line
see
in clutch
that.
time.
Yeah.
I will say he's been the guy way more than Conor, way more than anybody that MMA fans for years have been like he's the one to beat Habib. So
Okay.
this is the fifth time they've booked it.
That's enough for me to watch.
They booked it.
I watch
Habib wants
Champions.
that, and then he wants GSP. He wants GSP to come out of retirement.
Oh, I don't
He
want
wants
to.
Oh, he's like a billion.
Why
So
don't you just
I don't
call
know, I
out
can't
like
say bad
fucking?
things about
Royce Gracie.
Yeah.
Butterbean.
Good call. I was gonna say I was
That's a
looking
good call.
for
You, I had that one.
No, I was thinking of I don't
were-
know
you
why.
were- you were reaching
Al,
for one.
Captain Al Bandano is what I was thinking. The guy.
Ken
What?
Shamrock.
Albano?
Yeah, that's
He's dead.
like-
Al Bandana.
He's dead. He's dead, Dave. By the way,
that's my point.
he's dead. But can you? We need to make a moment here to just say you're going down, Cowboys 3-0 alive.
Before the Dallas Cowboys defeated the Buffalo Bills in Super Bowl 27, we talked with a few fans in each of the cities. And that's when we met up with this enthusiastic fella. Wait till you hear what this guy says, pal.
Goes for the Dallas Cowboys, and we're the Bills. And I can't wait to rub this in his face. He's been telling us this for over 10 years about Dallas. Now it's the Bills. Buffalo all the way this time. 3 times. The 3rd time is a charm. Dallas is going down, Gary. Only Buffalo is going to win it. Dallas is going down.
You killed that guy so many times.
Who?
The Dallas is
Doc
going
Murray.
down.
He's
That
alive.
guy's alive.
You killed him. You
were the one who claimed he was dead.
The best was you on
Why
Twitter
did you
being
do
like,
that?
wait, he's
Someone
alive.
told me that.
You started that.
No,
though.
someone told me that.
No, you started.
No, I would
kept
never
on
kill
going
that
off-
guy.
Every time I said like he's a legend, and you'd be like R.I.P. I'd be like, is he dead? I don't even trust you. I'm not gonna look into it. He did an interview like a week ago.
Yeah.
Dave killed him.
I
Dave
was-
killed
You
that
probably
guy.
said
That
the
was a-
Patriots killed him and like started to take yourself
No,
seriously.
no, no.
Like, you
That
actually
was,
killed
that
him.
was
No,
actually
Dave
I
killed
love
that
that
guy,
guy.
like,
That was a
16
Thanksgiving Day blessing.
Yeah. Stone cold sober
Yeah.
in that interview.
Yeah, no, I know. He actually seemed like a kind of serious
Did
guy.
you listen to his interview?
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah,
He
he
said-
did.
With?
He said that NPR,
local radio
yeah,
station.
he said that it was they
People
were
like
supposed
using
to be,
his images. And
Yeah, they
shit.
were used to. They were supposed to interview a kid, and the kid was stuttering, so he stepped in.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
how
what
that
a hero.
happened. That's what happened.
Saving the kid. Saving the embarrassment.
This I don't know if it's real. I saw Coley blog it, but it's a good hypothetical. We got a peanut butter penis controversy. So the kid's living in his apartment. He gets freaky with his girlfriend, like sticks his dick in peanut butter. She licks it off. Now they have mice. So they don't leave the peanut butter in the room. It's clearly marked as his food. He says their apartment has a conversation like, you don't eat other people's food. It's marked as his food. His roommate eats the food.
That's on his room.
He's like, hey, I put my penis in there.
Also,
he
was-
gets really
was
mad.
his cabinet. It wasn't even like a
Yeah.
communal cabinet.
That's 100%. First of all,
But then the kid's like, why'd you leave it out on the counter?
Well,
It was
that's,
out on the
that's
counter.
different.
there was
Counter's
name on it?
different.
His name was on it, but it was like just left out
Still
on the
can't eat it.
counter.
If
Still
your
a
name's
certain-
on it, that's
You
like,
just gotta assume someone put their dick in it.
you also know your buddies. Like,
Well,
come on.
peanut butter
if you're
is
a
a-
dick in the peanut butter guy,
Yeah,
you
you
do
can
a
think
lot
of like the
different things in
people.
life.
Yeah, like
You
your
know what I
roommates
mean?
in college. There was definitely one guy who's like he
He-
probably
he's
could
prone
put
to
dick-
do anything.
yeah,
I know exactly. who
Peanut
that
butter,
was, yeah.
especially if it's crunchy, left out is like a must swig.
Wait,
Like, it is.
but nobody's doing crunchy
You've
peanut butter on
probably
the
put.
dick.
You've probably swinged a lot of dicks.
Oh,
If you're just
I've
walking
never
by,
had, but I
if you're
know
just
of-
walking by random peanut butter your entire life, just going,
yeah.
you've done that.
Peanut butter crunchy, absolute peanut
I don't
pan
think you
crunchy.
put crunchy on the dick. I think you only go creamy on the dick.
Well, yeah, I don't do
Well,
creamy.
texture. It's not up to you. It's up to her.
yeah, but that's what I mean. I feel like
That'd be
I feel
weird.
like she
might
would prefer
like-
just
I don't
creamy.
know. What if some
What's
people do
crunchy
not
dick?
like?
I don't think you want a crunchy
It's like
dick.
broth or what the fuck? My brain is not working right now.
Mine isn't either.
You guys are all over the map.
Feast week kills you. What is the
Kills
word?
you,
Orange
literally.
juice.
Pulp.
Yeah,
I should have let you go. I should have let you go.
Yeah.
See how long
Broth.
you
I
would
think chicken noodle soup. Yeah.
You know, broth or no broth.
You're getting a live
Pulp.
look. You're getting a live look at Feast Week.
Yes,
Like,
this is Feast
the
Week.
repercussions of Feast Week
My
are
brain
real.
is like I actually thought I had like a little blood coming out of my ear on like Saturday afternoon because I was watching so many basketball and football games. It's pulp versus no pulp.
Yeah,
some
some
people
people-
swear by,
I can't believe the other side even
chunky,
exists.
creamy,
Yeah.
right?
I'm
So
chunky.
this girl is, chunky only.
Chunky on the dick.
Well, then I've eaten a lot of. Well, but no,
lot of peanut butter dick.
I've never seen that. It's just I know I would take a swig of that, but it's not like something I see.
This
left
is the one part of college that I do not miss. Like having
naming food?
No,
Or
yeah,
putting your
your
dick in a peanut
roommate.
butter.
Yeah, no, your roommates. Like you didn't do the dishes. This is my food.
touch
Who
my
gets the
beer.
remote?
Yeah.
That is the worst. Every person.
I never had the my food thing. We just shopped it all, and it was like you split the bill, and whatever's in there is in there. It wasn't like you buy your own shit. But last one, we'd be remiss not to mention this. Duke lost their first to a non-power conference at home.
He did?
Yeah, Stephen F. Austin.
Well, doesn't
Is
count.
Stephen F. Austin ranked?
They are not ranked. By
What?
the way,
What was the spread in that game?
it was like 24.
27?
On a serious note, I tried to bet Stephen F. Austin, and it said it was an extra game. I couldn't. Don't ask me why I said that. That's,
That
but
could have changed everything.
Coach K then comes out after the game and says he was off. He had a flu. He wasn't himself. Basically saying that he tried to invalidate that win.
Part of it, we had some other issues with our program, with some health issues. I had a little health issue for the last game that I was not myself. I had some, anyway, I'm good, but on that day and that night, I was not good.
He's the biggest scumbag.
Plays the hits.
He's done that before, but to do it for that one is unbelievable.
If you, not to be Rico Boss, if you stand for Coach K, you stand for nothing.
Correct.
He is the biggest scumbag, hypocrite there's ever walked the face of the earth.
Him or Urban?
They're both pretty bad, actually.
Who is like the
Urban's
biggest
like
scumbag coach ever?
deep
I think
level
Urban.
bad.
I think though Urban is accepted, people all know he's a scumbag. There's still like people out there is like
supporters.
Coach K is like Mother Teresa. It's nuts,
It is nuts.
nuts. Also, I have that future bet on Louisville. I'm gonna call it now. Michigan's probably gonna win the national championship.
Where is the Final Four this year? So we're probably going to go.
Yeah, they're really good. Juwan Howard is unbelievable, and they were probably 8 good. They had the biggest jump in the history of rankings.
Speaking of Rico Boss,
Atlanta.
they're 4?
Yeah,
I mean, they were very impressive battle.
it's the biggest jump.
Atlanta?
What was
They
the
were
jump?
unranked.
Unranked.
Holy
They beat
shit.
everyone, though.
What?
They beat Gonzaga, UNC.
And they beat them
I
badly.
mean, yeah,
I don't know
but
if they beat Oregon.
Jesus Christ.
Did you see afterwards Juwan
You
Howard?
keep saying they beat Oregon. They didn't beat Oregon.
Did he beat Oregon? Oregon was in that tournament.
Yeah,
Again,
Oregon
Feast
lost
Week.
to Gonzaga.
It's all the same.
We beat Gonzaga.
It's all the same. I
Were they
just
like
watched that gym.
26th at least? Were they like
No.
right on the fucking cusp?
No, I don't. I don't know. I didn't see
shit.
others receiving votes.
They were after the game. Juwan Howard has the Michigan players handshake,
Eye
eye
contact.
contact.
Yeah.
Rico Bosco
He
quote
loved
tweeted it
that.
was like, no.
No, oh, that's right.
He's like Juwan Howard. Well,
Yes.
maybe he should give back the champion
hours
or
that he, like,
the Big
fucking-
Ten championships that he stole from the kids that played it the right way, and he got all these
That
benefits.
he's a Coach K guy.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, Jawan actually, I put a video out. The speech he gave after winning the tournament, and it was like an electric fact.
Yeah,
it was
it
like
was.
this is my calling, like pressure. I grew up south side of Chicago, like this is what I live for, and they love him. He was there. I can't believe how good they are, and they're playing Louisville, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think Louisville's #1 in the country.
Yes. Ooh, Davey.
Imagine that. The
Imagine
odds
if you
of
still
when I
allowed
bet
votes.
Louisville was probably, I'd say they're like 50-1, maybe more. Michigan.
Yeah.
Now they're probably like 8-1,
Yeah.
7-1. Unreal.
Dave's got 1 bullet left.
No. Well, if Ohio State wins,
No,
double up.
just, we're gonna put everything together and get 1 bullet for Saturday.
I don't think I could.
What's for that? What's that for?
I like Georgia.
He likes Georgia. We were talking about just finding
pooling
all
your
the pots
efforts?
and pans, melting it all down for 1 last bullet.
Mandalorian style. All right, that's a rundown. Tune in. The fundraiser.
What's your official prediction? How is
For-profit.
White
Oh,
Sox
yeah.
Dave going home? And is someone, we were talking about
I
Brand
think
Walker,
the low
someone making
70s.
odds here?
Low
I think
I don't
he's
think
gonna go
anybody
home.
can be trusted.
I think he's going to be in the Spirit zone.
Is that the low 70s?
70
Low
to 74.
70s, and I think there's a chance that Rocket knocks him to train with 1 pitch. I think Rocket has 1 pitch that's going to be faster than his
I would
average.
agree with that entire assessment.
Look-
He was talking so confident.
Who?
Jared. It was a very Jared thing. Where he was just
That's not
like,
confident. I didn't think low 70s isn't overly confident, is it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He was like, I'm not gonna tell you I'm gonna go out like and ball out like 85, but he was just like, I think I'm gonna throw pretty much harder than his average, like for the total amount of pitches I get.
And just so you know why
Total
this,
harder than his average?
Whoa.
He
Well,
said,
then he's Ubering home if that was the case.
yeah. He feels confident that like every
He's gonna
pitch he
get
throws,
at
it depends on
least-
how many he
I
gets.
think he's going to get 6 to 8 pitches.
All right. I mean, we were talking more like 4 total. We didn't know what the numbers were.
Well, I
gonna
don't
be.
either, but that's what I think.
Okay.
Like, I think 250 is I don't remember. I think that's what we can do.
There's already been a lot of talk about the gun. There's been a lot of talk
But that doesn't
about
really
the
matter.
ground.
The gun doesn't matter.
Well, it kind of does because
Well, it does for Dave.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Because it basically takes
for the
private
team.
job off the table.
He said that at
Yeah.
first it was an old gun and it was like 8 miles off.
But they say they kind of corrected that, but then they were talking about not having a mound. These two will wiggle out of it no matter what if they have a bad performance tonight.
Well, Dave will not. I will not. allow
No,
that.
White Sox Dave, just so you know how seriously he's taking it, he said that if he doesn't need Tommy John surgery tomorrow, he's done something wrong. That's
right.
why we love
So
him.
tune in. It'll be something. What a concept. All right, that's the rundown.